Hey guys, welcome to day 25 of our Read Through the Bible in a Year plan. Today we're on Genesis 38 to 40, and there's a lot going on, and it's really strange, but I think there's an interesting juxtaposition between these chapters for us to look at. The first one is Judah and Tamar. Tamar is going to become the widow of Judah's firstborn son, Ur. Ur is wicked, he dies. Tamar's left childless and widowed. Onan, the second son, is supposed to step up and produce children. That's the cultural norm. I know it sounds weird. That's what happened back then. So he's supposed to do that so that she can be taken care of. He makes sure that even though he sleeps with her, they never have any children. So God kills him as well. Now, Judah's looking at his youngest son, Shelah, and he's looking at Tamar, and he's going, okay, when he's old enough, we'll try again. In the meantime, go back to your father's house and be in mourning. And so she's in mourning. In the meantime, Judah's wife dies. So now he's single. And when the time comes, he doesn't produce his son for Tamar. So she disguises herself as a temple prostitute. Judah sleeps with her, gets her pregnant, and she goes away with some identifying things, his seal and his staff. Judah can't find her when he tries to make payment and get his stuff back. And so he says, you know what, let's just walk away so I don't get caught because I shouldn't have been doing any of this. And he knows that. Then it comes out that she's pregnant a few months later. And people are saying she was acting like a prostitute and now she's pregnant. And Judah's response is, burn her to death. Hypocrite. So she produces his thing, says, hey, do you know whose these are? And he goes, oh, and he calls off the execution, realizes she's been more righteous because he did not produce Shelah for her. Judah was willing to kill her for doing the same thing that he had gone and done, engaged in prostitution. Even what's worse is for Judah, he's supposed to be in the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Israel. He's supposed to be following Yahweh, and he's not doing that. He goes to a temple prostitute. In sleeping with this prostitute, it's not just about the sexual impropriety there. It's also an act of worship to a foreign god. Yahweh does not receive worship in this way. So this is a totally foreign thing. Idolatry, sexual immorality, all of these things that should not happen. And yet, here he is doing these things. Now we come back to Joseph and we see somebody who, given way more reason and opportunity to engage in impropriety, runs from it when the temptation presents itself. He's in slavery in Egypt, and his boss's wife gets the hots for him and tries to make a move, and he runs away, and then she calls him out, falsely accuses him of making the move, and gets him thrown in prison. We have Joseph's integrity to flee from sin versus Judah's improprieties, that he leans into sin. He's deceitful. He doesn't live up to his word. He's dishonest. And then he tries to cover up his sexual and idolatrous improprieties. Joseph, as we read on, is going to continually be elevated because he's going to maintain his integrity, and especially not just integrity like he's a really great guy, but he keeps pursuing Yahweh even in these situations, and he keeps trusting in Yahweh. That is the key. That's why chapter 40 results in what it is. He ends up being the head of the prisoners in the jail. He's still in Potiphar's house. They stop using his name, but he's the same guy, the captain of the king's guard. And so he's still in Potiphar's house. Potiphar puts him in charge of everybody in the prison, and two of the prisoners have weird dreams, and Joseph interprets them according to the Spirit of God. And when those prophecies come true, we're setting up an opportunity for Joseph to be vindicated, released from prison, and actually in tomorrow's reading, we'll find out how far God elevates him because of his faithfulness and integrity, and what else God is setting up. But notice who God is using to move his plans forward, to take care of Israel and make sure that what is now a small tribe of Israel is going to become a great nation down the road because of what God is going to do in fulfilling his promises, but the people he is going to use as the vehicle for his blessings and promises being fulfilled are the ones who are faithfully following him. And right here, it's Joseph, not any other of Israel's sons. Let us be like Joseph, and no matter our circumstances, following the Lord and giving glory and credit and honor to him in all things. That's my takeaway from today. Would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know how God is speaking to you and moving you as you're reading this. Thanks for joining us. Be rad for Jesus.